Everybody, and welcome to All Things Tasha. So today is Easter and I decided to share with you my weekend Ulta haul. So I have my crinkly bag here. And so I hope you're having a really great Easter day. I didn't go shopping today, but Friday, I got one of those certificates that said 20% off. And there's a couple of things that have been on my list that I haven't picked up. And I've heard from other people that they thought was pretty cool. So I decided to do a little shopping. So, woohoo! The first thing, okay, this is so lame. But I have natural hair, and so in order to get all my natural curls to slick back and do this, I need a spray bottle. And the one that I had broke, so it has been a tragedy trying to get my hair done. And even though I'm not fond of this pink, it was perfect size, so I was like, yay! So the next thing, let's see here. I got this. This is an Eco Tools bronzing brush. So, let me open it up. I've never opened this actual item. You know what? They have it in here pretty good. So, guess what? My handy dandy scissors. So, let me go ahead and clip this and see if I can get it out of this pouch. Because I've been saving all of these items to share, and oh my god, they have this thing in here so good. Okay, so let me pull it out. I love Eco Tools brushes. There's pretty much 3 brands of brushes that I use. I use the Sigma brushes. Those are my staple. And then I love the e.l.f. Kabuki. And then for my makeup travel ones, I always use the Eco Tools. And so this one is going to be one that stays at home. But if you touch them, they're so soft. I can't even explain to you how soft these are. And these are vegan brushes. So this is their bronzing brush. I don't know if you could see it at all, but yeah, it's kind of probably hard to see it or whatever. Oh, it helps if it's not upside down. But this is their domed bronzer. So, just so you can see that. So, I'm going to put this one back in here. I'll be using this baby pretty soon. I'm going to wash it tonight. And hopefully it'll be dry enough to use in the morning. Because I started using a bronzer if you've seen some of my previous videos. So, that's on my list. And then look what I got. I got the Lorac Pro Palette. I have been wanting this for a while, and yes, I am an eyeshadow junkie. I'm more of a collector because you're not really going to see much of it on my face. When have you ever seen me in eyeshadow? Nevertheless, I probably have 6 or 7, maybe 8 eyeshadow palettes. I think I just like looking at them. They're just so darn pretty, and it's a really bad habit because why don't I like the cheap stuff? You know, if I was doing this with drugstore stuff, I could totally understand, but yeah, I always want the expensive stuff. So let me pull it on out of here for you, and obviously it comes with this eye primer right here. So this eye primer. And I have a ton of those little ones because obviously I love to purchase those. But you have to feel this. Like, this is really good quality for the palette. It's very thin. So I think it could go really well in a travel bag. I still haven't done the swatches for my Stila eyeshadow. That's going to take me some time. So I'm not going to swatch this either. But I probably will. But it's going to take me a while because I'm working on edits for my dissertation and stuff. So that's going to take me a little bit longer to sit down and really swatch each one and do a good job at it. So, the top, as you may know, is matte. And then the bottom are shimmers. So I'm going to take this little protective thingy off that they have here. Yay. And I'm just going to bring that up a little bit closer so you can see. These are really pretty colors. And the one that got me, is garnet. That's what determines. So these last ones, so let's see here. This one, which is slate, then this deep purple, then garnet, Yeah, these are the ones that really convinced me. Now, the matte ones, I'm not really overly like, oh, I really want to try these at all. But the shimmers on the bottom, oh my gosh, they are so darn pretty. So, I know that eventually I'm going to be using these. I'm not going to let them just go to waste. But I like collecting. And I know pretty soon I won't be able to really buy a ton and ton of stuff. So it's kind of like storing up for winter, so to speak. I guess I could be more prudent and just be able to buy stuff, you know, later on and just save for it. But I know that later on I won't buy it unless I get it now. So I'm going to learn a lot more about putting on my makeup. And I don't know if you could tell, I'm using my matte duo powder today. And then I followed it up with my Fever blush by MAC. And then I hit like kind of my, you know, contouring areas with my bronzer. So I'm hoping that this is a really pretty natural kind of glowy look. And then I have a Sephora lip gloss that I got from one of my coworkers for Christmas. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. So it's kind of neutral, but yet kind of glowy. So I like that. You're like, okay, she's so crazy. Then here's the next thing. Okay, so if you paid attention to my last collective haul, you know that I bought a bronzer, which I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the Iman bronzer in clay, but I liked one of her other bronzers so much I went back from it. And this one is the bronzer, which is called Afterglow. And I just had to go back and get it. Now, I'm not sure if I will use it really as a bronzer, but I'm thinking more of like a highlight because it gave me this really pretty look. Apparently, it likes being in this box a great deal. So I'm just going to clean it off because I haven't even opened it, but I guess it got a little, you know, dusty or whatever. So let me show you what it looks like. And it's this really kind of pretty, can you see that triple kind of color? This one right here, this one is like really pretty for like maybe a highlight. Okay, you can't see it at all. Okay, so one is really pretty for a highlight, the other for a blush, and then obviously, well, this one over here. Okay, I give up. The other one over here is for like a bronzer. So it's really pretty. So bronzer here, then blush, and then highlight. And what I want to do is kind of swirl it around, and I got this really pretty like effect when I went over my cheekbones with it in the store. And then it came with this whack kind of powder puff. I'm just going to put these somewhere else. I don't use powder puffs. As you know, I'm a brush girl, so yeah, these powder puffs do nothing for me. But I'm going to put it back in its packaging because I haven't quite used it yet. But I figured this would be really pretty for the summer. I used to wear some of the Iman products. I think one of the foundations in high school. But I wasn't much of a makeup girl during high school. It was more for like special events or something like that. So I didn't really kind of get the makeup craze until recently. So this is a really nice product. So it's the bronzer in Afterglow, and this is Iman. So you might want to check that out if you're around my shade. In MAC, I'm an NC 50, give or take. Depends on the summer. Now, here's what else I want to show you. I have a couple of lip products. So let's see here. I got a couple of NYX lip liners. This one right here is the Edge Pink, and I'm thinking because I got all these really pretty like makeup lipsticks or whatever. So let me see if I can show you what it looks like. It's a really pretty pink. Maybe you can't see it. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, let's try that then. Can you see that? Yay! Okay, so it's a really pretty pink. So I'm gonna do that and then show you. You see that? And I'm thinking that would go really, really well with my Vivid Rose to line my lips. Now, it did stay put without a liner, but I think it might be better to have one. So that's what I got. And then this next one, this one is Nude Truffle. And so let me show you. I'm just gonna, it's probably so sheer, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it because it's just meant to be nude, so it goes with any like lipstick that I go with. And it's right above, you see right here? So that's the previous one, and then it's right above. So you can barely see it. And I'm getting a new camera. As soon as I graduate, I am getting a new camera. So, okay. And you're like, well, with all the makeup you buy, you could have probably already got one. But I guess it's just smaller to get little things versus like a ton of, like, it's easier for me to buy like a bunch of little things because I feel like I spent my money on stuff versus like one big thing. I don't know. I have problems buying big things. But anyway, I got a couple of like samples. The Pink Friday, they gave me 2 of these. So I may put these in my atomizer if I like the fragrance. And if not, I'll share it with someone who may prefer it. Let me see if I got everything. The other thing, because I bought a Pro palette, in addition to the one that's already in the box, they also gave me another of these eyeshadow primers. So I have enough eyeshadow primer like for probably the next 20 years, I swear. They give these out with everything. Then, let's see if I could scrub this a little bit. Yay. Okay. So I have a couple of lip products for you. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about this L'Oreal. I think it's an aqua, let me see. It's the aqua creams or something like that. They don't even put this on here, but this one is called Very Persistent. It's the 186, and it's supposed to be kind of like the YSLs. And I'm even thinking with the MAC fashion line that's coming out, they have this really interesting pretty purple. I'm thinking that this one might be a dead ringer for it. So I'm going to swatch it real quick and show you. And obviously you open it from the bottom, which I learned fairly quickly. And let's see. Can you see that? I'm going to just swatch a little bit more. I think it has a really pretty consistency, and from a lot of the videos that I saw, do you see how pretty that is? I'm thinking that's a great deal like the MAC one that's going to come out. Now, I'm not normally a drugstore girl, but I don't want to spend money for something that I could get drugstore and is just the same quality and color if I can. So that's one of those things. So this is supposed to be a lot like the YSL ones. I couldn't even tell you which one, but this is once again the 186 Very Persistent. So I like this color, and you can see it's very, very pigmented, and I'm thinking that's a good color for me. Then what I also want to show you, I went back and I got another 2 of the ColorSensational Vivids because I loved the Vivid Rose so much that I decided, okay, I gotta get a couple of more of these because they look so much like the MAC line that's coming out. The fashion one, I think that they're gonna release, is it later this week, around the 4th or the 5th? And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to buy MAC lipsticks that if I can get the drugstore ones that look almost the dead same. So I'm going to swatch this really quick. Now this one is a little bit more sheer, and it's going to take a little bit more coverage. But this one is the Hot Plum, and I've seen so many people. Can you see that? That's above, right above the top. And I think that's going to be such a pretty color on me. It goes on fairly sheer, and so, but you can build up the coverage on it. So I think this one is cute. Now, the only complaint about these Vivids, I wish to God that they had given them different color of these like lids, because I can't tell one from the other. So anyway, let's see here. Then the last one I saw, what is it? C Key. I saw her wearing the Vivid, what is it? Vibrant Mandarin, and I thought she was around my complexion. Not quite. She looks a little bit lighter, but it looked so pretty on her. So I thought I would get this one too. So let me show you what it looks like. Now, it looks like this. I don't know if you can see that fairly well. And then, let's see. I probably should have did that for all of them. But I'm going to put it underneath the one that's supposed to be a YSL. And I think this is going to be a really pretty orange. It's the one at the very bottom, which is right here. And so I think that also is going to be very pretty on me. So I'm really excited for these. I probably should have worn one of these, but I didn't want to swatch them or use them until I was able to show everything to you. So pretty much that is my entire haul. I'm starting to shine. Yeah, woo, I'm glowing. So these are all the things that I have. 20% was awesome because, for example, these right here were buy one, get one half off. So I was able to work a lot of different deals to get the cost down on these. So I really like these. And if you haven't tried the Vivids, I would say don't sleep on these, because when I've gone to Walmart, when I've gone to Walgreens and a couple of the other stores like Ulta, these things are sold out. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was lucky to get them at Ulta, but honest to God, all the pinks are gone. So I barely got, like, for example, the Vibrant Mandarin. This was the last one. And then this is the second to last one in the Hot Plum. So they just sell really fast. And I think these are really pretty colors for women of color. I can't recommend these enough. And then I think I'm going to really like this L'Oreal one. It's so pretty. What is it? They're very persistent. I think this is going to be really cool. And so whether or not it's really, a dupe for the YSL, I think I'm going to really love this. So anyway, that's enough of me yammering. This has been a really long haul. So I'm glad you stayed with me. If you like me, hit like. And if you love me, hit subscribe. And you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. And you can find me on email. All things Tasha. So there you have it. Thanks for watching today. So hope you had a good time. Bye. Bye.